the ride, as today the Glacier Range Riders have their home opener versus the Great Falls Voyagers. The Range Riders come in with the second best record in the league. It's a 5-1 overall mark after taking care of business last week on the road versus the Billings Mustangs, and before that, the Great Falls Voyagers, their opponent for the night. The Range Riders, when you look at the numbers, they have a really good patience at the plate. That's number one when you look at the numbers. This Glacier Range Rider squad has the top walks in the league with 60 total walks, which is a very impressive number. And beyond that, they have been able to bring the long ball more than in previous years, at least in the start, which certainly have helped add to some runs. Should be a great matchup between these two sides tonight, as the Range Riders and the Voyagers are about to face off in the beautiful Flathead Valley. We will take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for you read live from Glacier Bank Park in Flathead Field. We'll be right back.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have, we're just very fortunate.
This is a place where people can gather throughout the community. The location of the park itself is centrally located within the valley, and as such, it keeps everybody coming from all the different municipalities throughout the valley, and really it's just a hub for the community to meet.
My favorite thing about coming to the ball field is seeing old friends, seeing the beautiful complex, and the staff, how friendly they are. They greet us with friendliness, and the seats are awesome.
We also get to connect with folks as far away as Boston that are here on vacation that actually want to come to a ballpark because I talk them into it, because that's how special it is.
So we come to socialize. We love our group and we just have a really good time. Of course, we like watching the game too. And we like to win.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Lineups will be read out in stadium. I'll read them out over the PA, or over the broadcast mic here. As we look at first the home Glacier Range Riders squad, leading off once again for the 7th straight game, it is J.D. McLaughlin. Batting second is Logan Beard. Carson Garner bats third. The fourth batter will be Jake Millen, while Jacob Steele bats fifth and plays shortstop. Donovan Ratfield is the catcher for the Glacier Range Riders. And the bottom three for Glacier is Rover, Singer, and Ashworth. Starting pitcher for Glacier tonight is Zach Longshore, who had a marvelous professional debut last week. On the other side, for the Great Falls Voyagers, it's Aiden Redahan leading off. Vincent Temisveri will bat second, Tommy Speck third, Ott Manacero and Schmack make up the middle three part of the lineup. And the bottom three is Trey Cruz, Antonio Barranca, and Anthony Swenda. We will take one more quick break and get you set for baseball live from the Flathead Valley. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with first pitch from Glacier Bank Park.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning view.
This is Johns Manville, built on experience, guided by people who believe every detail matters. We manufacture commercial roofing systems with purpose, combining performance, protection, and long-term reliability. From the science behind our products to the trust earned on every job, we focus on what lasts and what comes next. Steady leadership, proven performance. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
National anthem sang live in the stadium to get us going from the Flathead Valley, Northwest Montana, the best place for baseball. We had thunder, lightning, rain ripping through earlier today, but the baseball gods have made sure that we have America's pastime in the stadium here tonight. So excited to be with you. Scott Gladstone streaming live on YouTube as well as Home Team Network. You can also listen on the Go Range Riders app through Mixler in there. And let's meet the Range Rider starting pitcher. It's Zach Longshore. Longshore gets to start the second of his professional career. He is a left-hander out of Richmond, Texas. Finished up his final collegiate career with the University of New Orleans. Before that, he was a D3 dog at Texas Lutheran University. And in his first start, he was really doing everything that you could ask of him. He had a 1.80 ERA because in 5 innings he allowed just 1 run. It was not a start technically, actually. I want to clarify that. He appeared out of the pen, did Langston, but he was able to come in after 2 innings of work from Will Maynard, who had to be the opener in a rainy Wednesday night last week where we didn't even know if we were going to get a chance to play that game. But just like tonight, the rain stopped at the right time, and here we are getting set for some baseball live from Glacier Bank Park. Hopefully you're making your way into the ballpark, or if you are watching from abroad, hopefully you have a lovely viewing experience. We take a lot of pride in showing off this wonderful stadium, and these wonderful fans certainly bring the energy every night. So either park the car, get in the stadium quick, because first pitch is about to be coming right on time, it looks like. As Zach Longshore will just finish up these warm-ups. Donovan Ratfield is going to be behind the dish for this Glacier Range Rider squad. Tommy Rover at third base. Jacob Steele is the shortstop. Logan Beard plays second base. Carson Garner will be at first. The outfield from left to right is Jake Millen, J.D. McLaughlin, and Kyle Ashworth. Zach Longshore into Aiden Redahan. Lefty on lefty matchup to get us going from Glacier Bank Park. And the first pitch is squared to bunt. It's down the left field line going foul, and Rover will pick it up. It makes the count 0-1. Redahan, great wheels for him. So be wary about what he can do if he does get the chance to drop one down, or really anything on the infield. He has a chance to beat out because he's just that fast. Redahan picks it all up and forces Longshore to wait a little bit further. First pitch came in at 6:35 p.m. here, right on time. It was 67 degrees and partly cloudy in the Flathead Valley. 0-1 into Redahan. Swing and a miss as he's knocked off balance by it. Count goes to 0-2. 0-2 pitch in. On the ground towards first, Garner fields. The flip to Longshore is good for out number 1. 3-1 in your scorebook. And just like that, Longshore has his first batter retired. Up steps the number 2 batter, who was batting number 9 in the lineup through the opening series, but has earned his way up a little bit higher. It is Vincent Temesveri. Temesveri, 368 batting average in week 1. Very obviously should have earned his trip up the lineup card. And rewarded by manager Sean Repay in his 3rd season as the head honcho for this Voyager squad. Ball upstairs, count goes to 1-0. Make it 2-0 as that one misses inside. Needs a strike, can't get it from head home plate umpire Tony Prater. Dylan Collins over at first, Ryan Starks at third. It is now a 3-0 count. Get me over pitch, does. Get the call from Prater. And this one laced over to third where Tommy Rover reaches to grab it. And there is 2 gone. Thanks to that line out, hard line out, but an out nonetheless for Longshore. Now he matches up against Specht. Specht's been swinging a really good bat recently. 421 to open the season. He had a great series against Idaho Falls. There's a ball. As this one out to center field, J.D. McLaughlin crashing in, and a diving catch for out number 3. Lost his sunglasses, but it didn't matter. J.D. McLaughlin finds the 3rd out on an impressive play in center, and it's a 1-2-3, top of the 1st for the Glacier Range Riders. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the frame.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a 3rd-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back in. It's the bottom of the 1st inning. Jordan Hamburg gets his 2nd start of the season. Hamburg the starter out of Gonzaga originally, played for Coppin State before that, and the Range Riders got the better of him on opening day. It was 3 innings pitched, 4 runs against, and the struggle to find the zone was part of the problem. 4 walks for Hamburg, although he did have 6 strikeouts. J.D. McLaughlin leads it off. McLaughlin batting out of the leadoff spot once again. He's batting .333, got a good slugging percentage at .606 through the first couple games. Would love to get the strikeout number down, I'm sure, as well for McLaughlin. First pitch in from Hamburg. And that's ball up high. Count goes to 1-0. 86 miles per hour up and away there from Hamburg. Originally from the East Coast, Hamburg, hailing from Livingston, New Jersey, as a swing through that one makes the count 1-1. One ball, one strike. Into JD. Upstairs. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. (2-1), no outs. Bottom of the first inning, 0-0. Range Riders 5-1. Voyagers are 2-4. Foul ball makes the count 2-2. Great opening night crowd, especially considering the rain and thunder and lightning that ripped through the stadium just a few hours ago. Really fun to know that this Flathead faithful is locked in no matter the weather. We've learned that many times over the years. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Hamburg into JD. Call the ball. No challenge. Maybe should have. That one was a funky 69-mile-per-hour pitch that nearly scraped the top of the zone, but Tony Prater, home plate umpire, didn't like it. And McLaughlin survives to see a 3-2. No-out pitch from Hamburg. And that's ball 4, up and in. And the league leader in walks, the Glacier Range Riders, do what they do best, and that's reach via the free pass. Logan Beard now steps up. Nickname's Coach Logan Beard, batting .379, a very veteran presence on this team despite just being a second-year player. But you can tell he kind of sets the standard that a lot of these guys follow. J.D. McLaughlin on first base. The biggest kind of shocking news out of week 1 for McLaughlin is no stolen bases, and that's because he was probably hitting too many extra base hits. 2 home runs as well as a handful of doubles for J.D. But watch for him to run there. As this one popped up sky high, it's looking like our first souvenir here in Glacier Bank Park. Popping right there on the aisle up behind the visitors' dugout. Range Riders rocking home whites for the first time this season. White tops, white bottoms, green numbers, and a green Range Riders across the front. On the away side, the Voyagers are in the gray pants that away teams typically wear alongside the black jerseys. Red lettering, red numbering on the back. 1-0 pitch. McLaughlin's running. That pitch is down low, and Barranca loses it, and it's a stolen base for JD. Range Riders last in the league in stolen bases last year, and in the offseason made it a priority to make sure speed was there, and one of the first names you call is the very athletic J.D. McLaughlin. Two balls, no strikes, no outs, bottom of the first inning. Logan Beard, an RBI opportunity. Had an RBI single on Sunday against the Billings Mustangs. That's a called strike on a ball that Logan Beard thought might have missed outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one nearly hit him, and it's 3-1. Another hitter's count. High leverage counts these Range Riders find themselves in. That's another part of the reason why often the ball has been flying over the fence this year. Hitter's count to swing away at. This one swung up into the sky. Will there be enough room for it? First baseman Ott is over. And that one's over near the kids on the hill. Foul ball makes it 3-2. It's full for the second batter in a row. Antonio Barranca, of course, former Range Rider behind the plate for Gray Falls. Pretty solid defensive catcher. Certainly if he would have received that one from Hamburg, there would have been somewhat close play at second on McLaughlin's steal, but just slipped out of the grasp. This one hit on the ground towards third, backing way up, and the throw is low but scooped up by Ott. Not a horrible at-bat or piece of hitting from Beard, just at the end of the day, Swenda over at third. Had a good arm, and McLaughlin would have loved to run, but couldn't. Thanks to the third baseman over there having the grab on that one. Carson Garner, corner infielder for the Range Riders, steps up. It's .273 batting average for Garner, slugging .455. Had a monster shot against Hamburg on Tuesday night to the tune of 487 feet to center field. Called strike on the first pitch. Count goes to 0-1. That's a nice breaker. 72 miles per hour, just scraping the zone. 0-1, one out pitch. Way downstairs. Range Riders, most people will tell you that you at least want to see 15 pitches an inning. That's at least the goal. Obviously, Range Riders have been apt to see 25, 30 pitch innings, more than 15, it seems, this year. But this next pitch by Hamburg will be his 15th of the frame, so they've already got there. Just trying to find some damage across. That one swung through on a funky pitch from Hamburg that enticed Garner to swing and miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes for the former Murray State Racer, second-year Range Rider. A year ago about this time, him and the Racers were preparing to play in the first round of the NCAA tournament where they started that Cinderella run to Omaha. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Foul scrape, that's a late swing from Garner. Impressive to even get any contact on that 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Hamburg has given him a steady diet of off-speed. And just wanted to protect the plate there on a pitch inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out once again. Hamburg to Garner. Up high, challenge coming. Prater will grant the challenge. It seemed like there was a fair delay from Barranca. And it will be overturned to a strike. It did hit the top of the zone. Interesting timing of that. I don't know if Hamburg was asking his catcher to challenge it, and then Barranca kind of slowly pulled the trigger. Seemed like a solid beat passed by before the challenge was issued, and properly so, it punched out Garner. They retain their 2 challenges for the day. 2 outs now. McLaughlin on second. He was there with no outs. Jake Millen has the opportunity to bring him across. That one nowhere near. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Jake Millen in week 1 batted .286, 2 home runs, including a monster shot. batting average, 2 home runs for Ott. He leads the Voyagers. Up steps Anthony Manacero. Manacero out of Malloy University from Staten Island, New York. Sees a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Swing and a miss on a ball that was quite low down in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. For those of you who are on YouTube right now, hopefully you can hear me. We are working on the video situation. Technical difficulties, and we'll get the video back up shortly. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Top of the second inning. Ott on second base. Pitch in, swing and a miss. Down low, Ratfield will fire to first base. It is out number 1 on the strikeout. A little adventurous because of the throwdown needed, but a good job by Ratfield to make sure Ott didn't go another 90. Kyle Schmack now steps up to the plate. Schmack, product of Valparaiso, where his dad was the head coach. .222 batting average on the season for Schmack. Just 1 extra base hit with a double. Swing and a miss. It's a long short. Once again, fires a nice pitch in there. 88 miles per hour, right at the top of the zone. 0-1, 1-out pitch, top of the second inning. That one's in the zone as well. It's 0-2, says Tony Prater. This one on the ground towards third. It's a foul ball. And a broken bat as well for Schmack. To add insult to injury. You'll take the broken bat if you get a double out of it. But you're not the biggest fan of a broken bat that you get nothing from. Instead, just an 0-2 count. Zero game here, top of the second inning. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, out to left center field. J.D. McLaughlin retreating and eventually making the grab. That was an adventurous route to get to that ball. For some reason, Ott, I guess he was trying to score if it did fall. But I feel like if that one's falling, you're probably scoring from second, even if you're standing on the bag when it falls. He would have had a really easy stroll into third to tag up. Obviously, first baseman for this Voyagers squad. Maybe not too worried about the speed element. Schmack put a good ride on it, but no further than McLaughlin. It is Trey Cruz now who sees a ball inside, and the count goes to 1-0. Now on Cruz. Cruz started right in the middle of this lineup during the first series, but has been moved down a little bit, especially lefty on lefty. 182 clip for Cruz and 8 strikeouts, which leads the team. This one flared towards the fans. It's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Called strike, and it's 2-2. Range Riders and the Voyagers 0-0 here. Top of the second inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a runner on second. Big opportunity here to knock somebody home, possibly for Cruz, or for Longshore to get out of it. The 2-2 pitch. Foul scrape, just staying alive on a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Well placed. Low and away. From Longshore into Cruz. Swung on, and it's through up the middle for a base knock. Green light sending Ott home. The throw will come in and be cut off. RBI single. It is 1-0 Voyagers. They only sparsely had a lead on the Range Riders last week in the series Range Riders had at Voyagers Stadium. But they strike first here at Glacier Bank Park. It is 1-0 Great Falls off the RBI single from Trey Cruz. Leadoff double by Ott got him in position. And Cruz finished the deal with 2 outs. And Barranca, if it's fair, it's gone, and it is. Barranca teed off on that one, 406 feet to left field. It is 3-0 Voyagers lead. Antonio Barranca hammers that one. For Barranca, it is his first home run of the season. That one offered 88 miles per hour, dead center in the zone. And Barranca, perfect swing on it. Two outs, up comes Anthony Swenda. Longshore trying to center it back up. And that one's called a strike. Count goes to 0-1. As this one swung on, foul. Count goes to 0-2. 3-0 Voyagers. RBI single by Cruz. And a 2 RBI home run by Antonio Barranca, former Range Rider. Putting it long beyond that left field wall. The 0-2. Foul ball. Ricochets into the Great Falls dugout. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second inning. Oh-2. Downstairs, Range Riders had a leadoff single or a leadoff walk by J.D. McLaughlin. Then he stole second, runner in scoring position, no outs. Couldn't do anything with it after a ground out and 2 strikeouts left him stranded. Pop up, foul. Longshore right now trying to find that punch out pitch, but he's thrown 22 pitches this inning. And other than the strikeout of Manasaro on the ball in the dirt, he's been unable to get to it. He had 2 strikes on Cruz before Cruz fought it off up the middle and made it 1-0 before Barranca brought home Cruz with the long fly ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second. Swenda to see the pitch. Swing and a miss. Longshore gets out of the frame. And Barranca, the big bomb in the top of the second. It is 3-0 thanks to his first home run of the season and the RBI single by Cruz.
In 1858, one man's ingenuity sparked a legacy. When Henry Ward Johns set out to rethink roofing, he built something that would last. That spirit carried forward in 1901 when Johns joined forces with Charles Manville, creating Johns Manville. For more than 160 years, through challenge and change, innovation and resilience have defined who we are. Today, backed by Berkshire Hathaway, Johns Manville is trusted in the commercial roofing industry with systems built to perform.
Welcome back in. First pitch misses the zone. The count goes to 1-0 as Jacob Steele steps to the plate. Called strike makes the count 1-1. One outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two-one pitch. Upstairs to Steele. Steele on the season, batting .370. He is a starter in all 6 games, now 7. 2 home runs for Steele and a team lead 13 RBIs. Swing and a miss on the 3-1 pitch. Count goes to 3-2. And that one hits him in the leg. A hit by pitch will send Steele to first base. Up comes Donovan Ratfield. Ratfield, one of the league leaders in batting average through the first week, got Sunday off. He is batting .500 to start the campaign. The only thing he hasn't done is hit a home run here in 2026. Steele, good wheels on first base. Certainly a threat to Steele. Of course, the Range Riders still need to come through and cash him home. Unable to do that after the stolen base by McLaughlin. Ooh, extra step there from Steele. Pretty healthy lead, and they're going to let him run. Throw in from Barranca, and it is safe. Pitch was offered dead center. It's a good one to try and catch him on. See if the energy was still flowing in the veins of Barranca after his moonshot last inning. Just couldn't get him. Count goes to 0-2 on Donovan Ratfield. Swing and a miss on an upstairs fastball. Third strikeout of the game for Hamburg as the Range Riders go down empty on the first batter since Steele got into scoring position. Exact same situation as last inning. Leadoff walk, stolen base. Range Riders do not want the same outcome. Got to find a way to score this run. Count goes to 0-1. Ball up and away to Tommy Rover, the man at the dish right now. Tommy Rover, .233 batting average. 2 home runs for Rover, 10 RBIs. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. He's come up clutch here, kind of usually near the middle to bottom part of the lineup. That one misses downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And a ball down low. 3-1 goes the count. 1 out, bottom of the second. No hits allowed by Hamburg thus far, as the Range Riders were made to pay on the 3 hits given up in the top of the second. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Steele on second. And it's ball 4. And Rover works the walk. Kyle Singer bats with 2 on and 1 out. High leverage situation here for Singer, making his second appearance of the year for the Range Riders. Ball outside. Singer was the one that started off that 10-run inning on Friday night against the Billings Mustangs. He reached on an error to start the frame. Before walks, home runs, 3 RBI double by Beard, everything brought guys home, as there is a called strike that nearly hit him in the hands. 1-1 goes the count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Upstairs, 2-1. Range Riders only 1 out on the board, and they've seen 17 pitches this inning. Just an insane number of pitches in general they've seen over the first couple nights. In the first week. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, bottom of the second. Swing and a miss on an off speed. Caught him at 71, fanning over the top of it. Count goes to 2-2. Singer finished his career at Rollins College, played briefly last year for the Sussex County Miners. The 2-2 pitch hit. Ball low and away. Hamburg looked at his left hand there, trying to get a grip on it. Better than that one, because it was pretty uncompetitive, missing low and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Singer, an opportunity. Fouled it off, stays alive. Quality AB here by Singer. But it will feel a lot better if he cashes it in. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, speed on the base paths. And it's ball 4. The Range Riders work another walk, and the bases are stuffed with 1 out. Kyle Ashworth to the plate. Ashworth stepping up to the plate in week 1. His batting average of .222 doesn't necessarily say the full storyline. On base percentage at .462 for Kyle Ashworth. He was working a ton of walks, including 8 in total. Just 2 RBIs for Ashworth, though, so he hasn't been able to cash it in as much. This is his opportunity. Bases loaded for Ashworth, who hit his first professional home run in this stadium last year. Helped the Range Riders get a win in August when he did so. A towering fly ball over the right field fence. Right here, he'll just be trying to reach safely. And a strike right at the top of the zone. Count goes to 0-1. Also a called strike right down the middle. Barranca must have said to Hamburg, just throw it right down the middle. Test him. Especially lefty on lefty here. Ashworth has watched the first 2 pitches go by. Now he's in the hole 0-2. Pitch with 1 out coming in, and the bases loaded here. Bottom of the second, 3-0 Great Falls. Held back on it. And Barranca held back on a challenge. It was awfully close, just missing high. I think Barranca did a good job to make it look pretty. Probably the right call, however, from Tony Prater. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out now. Headed towards left center field. It's down for extra bases from Ashworth. All the way to the wall it goes. 1 home, 2 home, and we are tied here in the bottom of the second. A bases clearing 3 RBI double by Ashworth, and in one swing of the bat, the Voyagers' 3-point lead is erased. Flip over the lineup card. I was saying 3-point lead as if a field goal, you know, it's kind of like a field goal thing, but it didn't pan out that way. I know they're called runs. Count goes to 1-0. Ashworth comes up clutch. His RBI count goes from 2 to 5, just like that, as we see a challenge from Barranca, and he will lose it. I don't know if that was a place to challenge. It was a close pitch, but you're trying to help out your pitcher. But on an 0-0 count, I just 0-0 maybe I forgive it, but pretty much every other count other than a decisive one, I don't. As that one missed in the same spot, our home plate umpire, Tony Prater, is more convinced than ever that he knows where the strike zone is. And he's going to stick with his call. If that first one would have been overturned to a strike, then I think that one might have been called a strike if Prater would have adapted to the ABS. Voyagers are down to 1 challenge remaining now, and that is in the bottom of the second inning. Way too early that they want to be down to 1 challenge. You see the mindset shift when a team loses a challenge early, because then they know if they get one wrong, they are out, and they don't want to do it on one they'll miss, so they'll hold back on a lot. 3-0. It's ball 4, and see, that's part of the reason why I just don't challenge on the 0-0 pitch, is because even if that gets overturned to a strike, you can recover from it. If you lose it, then you lose a challenge, obviously, which is big. And also, you kind of throw your pitcher off a little bit maybe, and he's starting to question where the strike zone is. It's another walk, and the Range Riders, who have been so good at cashing in on walks and have done it already today, will foul off the first pitch. Count goes to 0-1, 1 out, bottom of the second inning.
Sometimes minor issues can turn into big problems the longer you wait. Hi, I'm Dr. James Cromie, General Surgeon at Logan Health. It's important to talk to your doctor if you notice any changes in your health. If surgery is part of the solution, we're here to help. Logan Health has the most comprehensive robotic surgery program in Montana, helping you to heal faster and get back to what you love.
Riders have jumped on Hamburg here in the second and finally had some extra base hits to cash in for the walks. Of course, this is how they were able to come through on the big inning they had on Friday night at Billings. The only hits in this inning have been extra base hits, and that's what they did at a 10-run inning in Billings. All of their hits were extra base hits. And right now, they have a hit by pitch, 2 walks, a 3 RBI double, and then a 3-run home run. There was a walk in there, too, by McLaughlin. In that 10-run inning, it was a 3 RBI double as this is ball four and a walk to Garner. It was error, walk, walk, 3 RBI double, walk, walk, grand slam, then a walk and a home run, 2-run home run, and then a home run. That adds up to 10. Just trust me on it. As Jake Millen steps up. And so the Range Riders have hit it's been extra base hits, walks, or strikeouts, it feels like. Garner, good wheels on first base. Stole a lot of bags at Murray State. In the zone to Jake Millen. Millen 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his first time up. One ball, one strike, one out. Bottom of the second inning. Carson Garner's running. Foul ball by Millen. Off speed, probably would have had a good chance to reach Garner. It looked like he got a pretty good jump. Swing and a miss. Millen punched out, and there's 2 gone. Up steps Jacob Steele, who started this inning off with a hit by a pitch, called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Ball inside, count goes to 1-1. 43 pitches thrown this inning by Hamburg, never a good sign when you have your starter on 65 pitches through less than 2 innings of work. Obviously, also never a good sign when you got 6 runs against you. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Garner still on first. Long stare down with Hamburg, and he's running. Barranca, the throw in, and it's safe at second. A 3rd stolen base of the game by the Glacier Range Riders. Steele started it off after he got hit by a pitch. He stole second. They are testing the arm of Antonio Barranca. And obviously the bat of Barranca came through at the top half of the inning, but so far Barranca has not been able to catch a runner. They've been fairly close at second, but just not in time. Foul ball. We go to 2-2, 2 outs. Two pitch into Steele, swing and a miss, and that's how the inning ends. The Range Riders get 6 runs on 2 hits and strand a runner on second. We head to the 3rd. It's 6-3, Range Riders. Redahan leads off the top of the third with a hit. 6-3 Glacier. Ball upstairs. Count goes to 1-0. Swing and a miss by Temisveri. Redahan led off the game with a line out to third. Or excuse me, Temisveri had a line out to third after Redahan led off the game with a ground out over to first. Low and away. Count goes to 2-1. 6-3 Range Riders here, top of the third inning. This one hit hard to center. McLaughlin finds it for out number one. One gone, top of the third inning, 6-3 Glacier. Called strike into Tommy Specht, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Runners going, throw in. Safe at second. Pitch was low and away. Good job to just do something with that. But a stolen base by Redahan will put a runner in scoring position for the Voyagers. Called strike, count goes to 1-2. One ball, two strikes, one out, top of the third inning. Foul ball thuds on the top of the press box. Swing and a miss. Specht punched out. 79-mile-per-hour off speed. Specht came up empty. Two gone, top of the third. Up steps Ethan Ott, who led off the top of the second with a double. First pitch delivered outside the zone. Count goes to 1-0. Back to center field, and even though it was thrown beyond the pickoff attempt, Beard did a great job to place the tag on Redahan, make him think that it was close there. Longshore with a brief acknowledgement of Beard in the effort showed. Redahan definitely could have made it to third, as that one's called a ball. Missing outside, and the count goes to 2-0. This one hit to third. Fielded by Rover. The throw across the diamond is good for out number 3. What a play by Tommy Rover at third. And a flash of the glove to Garner over at first. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It's 6-3 Glacier. That ball's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Two and 0, no outs. Bottom of the third inning. Pitch into Ratfield. Swung on, got under it. Redahan looking for it, and Redahan drifting back to make the grab for out number 1. First pitch into Rover, misses outside. That one upstairs. Actually, that first pitch was a called strike. Count goes to 1-1. 1 out again. If you're tuned in here, we are actively working to try and get our cameras back online. Apologies for the delay here, the technical difficulties trying to get it back in. It's 6-3, bottom of the third inning. Range Riders lead, 2-1 count with 1 out on Tommy Rover. Popped up in the air, foul, out of play. No, caught. Caught over at first base. Man, I thought that was getting out, but instead, right over his dugout, the catch is made by the first baseman, Ott. Two gone as Kyle Singer steps to the plate. Singer with a walk, his first time up. Called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Range Riders 2 quick pop outs this inning. Only 8 pitches thrown. The Singer will try and see if he can be patient and offset. Foul ball on a pitch that was a little up above the zone. And a third pop-up of the inning as this one heads towards the shortstop Cruz, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Hamburg gets out of that inning in 10 pitches, and we head to the 4th. It is 6-3 Glacier. at this point. (1-0) count, no outs, top of the fourth inning. There's a swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-1. This one hit down the left field line. Fair ball. Manicero turns. Leadoff single there by Manicero. Throw into second. And the ball will go into center field. Safe on the run there for Manicero. This pitch is fouled off by Schmack. That one misses. This one out to left field. Backing up and watching it fly. It's a home run for Kyle Schmack. And just like that, the Voyagers are back into it, a 2-run blast with no outs here. This one over to first. Garner lost it, gets it back. The throw to Longshore is unable to be grabbed. Runners going. Pitch down low. Ratfield into second. And they got him. Trey Cruz reached on an error. And then he got thrown out on the ensuing play. And finally, a base runner gets caught stealing. 2-6 put out. Good tag to apply. There's a called strike. The count goes to 1-1. And a hit by pitch will send Barranca to first base. Sloppy kind of start to the game with a couple big long balls. Kyle Schmack has a 2-run home run, as well as the 3-run blast by Logan Beard, the 3 RBI double by Kyle Ashworth, and the home run by Barranca to the tune of a 2-run blast. 6-5 score line. Top of the fourth, 1 out. Swenda, the number 9 batter, steps up. Swenda, strikeout swinging his first time up, as they almost got Barranca on a second move there. 1 out, top of the 4th inning. Barranca on first. He runs. Throw in. It's safe. Barranca, who's gotten a ton of bags stolen on him already today, as a Range Rider's not afraid to run. He said, let me give you some of your own medicine. 1-0, 1 out, top of the 4th. Ball upstairs. Count goes to 2-0. That one's a ball. 3-0. 1 out, top of the 4th inning. Barranca on second. Again, working on the audio or on the visuals right now. Trying to do our best for those who are trying to watch the YouTube stream. 3-0 pitch into Swenda is a called strike. And a called strike again. Count goes to 3-2. Both of those Swenda started as walk to first. This one flared up to shallow right field, and backpedaling to make the grab is Carson Garner. Fouled off. Count goes to 0-1. Ball and a strike. 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. In Redahan, 1 for 2 up at the plate. This one hit to short, where it just goes off the glove of Jacob Steele. Green light sending Antonio Barranca home, and he will score. It is 6-6. Six scoreline. Redahan gets a check on over there. RBI single from Redahan. It is 6-6, top of the 4th inning, 2 outs. That's the second disengagement to check on Redahan. If he tries it again, it will be a free pass because you're not allowed anymore. Runner going, throw into second, and they got him. Second runner thrown out this inning by Donovan Ratfield, and that kills any sense of a rally any further for the Voyagers. We head to the bottom of the 4th after the Voyagers strike for 3. It's 6-6 here at Glacier Bank Park.
Need a space that offers both a place to dine and an area to mingle in style? Book the Hideaway and Corner Suite at Glacier Bank Park. You and up to 50 guests will enjoy full catering services in the Hideaway, and incredible mountain views and comfortable furnishings in the luxury corner suite. This versatile combination offers a space to dine and a place to relax, creating the perfect arrangement for guests looking to mingle, network, and celebrate. Book your office party today at glacierbankpark.com.
Turn.
1 for 1 with a 3 RBI double his last time up, bottom of the 4th inning here. 6-6 score line on the scoreboard through 3.5 frames. Nice off speed there. That finds the zone at 67 floating in. Hamburg. Wide arsenal. Dial it up to 89. He'll pull it back to 67. 0-1. Missing inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. This one hit through the left side of the infield. Base knock from Kyle Ashworth, who's 2 for 2 today. Also scored on the Logan Beard home run, did Kyle Ashworth. There's a single for the Range Riders. How about it? First single of the contest, only the 3rd hit of the game. We've seen a bases clearing double and a 3 RBI home run. Now Ashworth. He at least wants Hamburg to think he's about to steal. Popped up, sky high. Will it stay in the yard? Swenda working over, and it's just out of play. Right over near our crew down there in the third base camera well. One ball, or no balls, 2 strikes. Swung on towards shallow center, getting down for a base knock. JD has himself a single. Range Riders, I don't even know if they've had back-to-back singles all year thus far. Logan Beard, 3-run blast last time up for Beard. Beard squared to bunt, and it ended up catching the side of the umpire's face mask, I believe. Hopefully he's all right, Tony Prater. A 1, no outs is Prater. Says play on. Shakes off the knock to the side there. And it's ball downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. One pitch. Popped it up. Playable for Ott. And into the glove of Ott. 1 gone. First pitch into Carson Garner is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Garner strikeout and a walk for him. Two balls and no strikes. They checked down to see if he went. He did not. 6-6 scoreline, bottom of the 4th inning. 2-0 count for Carson Garner. One out. Called strike on Garner. Range Riders is one of those opportunities. Nobody out, runners on first and second. Got to find a way to score from it. Ball count goes to 3-1 on Carson Garner. Three-one pitch in, hitters count for Garner. And he walks. Up and in, a little limbo action. Jake Millen stepping up. 0 for 2 is Millen, 2 strikeouts. Switch hitter will bat for the right side. Obviously, most pitchers being right-handed, he usually bats from the left. Big opportunity here with the bases loaded. Millen just love to make some contact. At least get it to the outfield where Ashworth with good speed can score. As Hamburg, I'm shocked they're not warming somebody up right now. He's on 93 pitches right now. And there's 3 guys in the bullpen standing near the bullpen plate looking, and now they might be, no, not yet. Off speed out. Hamburg, Range Riders are getting to him the same way they got to him last week, which is utilizing those walks and then finding the big hits. Obviously a 6-run bottom of the 2nd for Glacier. As the ball will get into play. Nobody said anything about it, so we are glad nobody rolled an ankle on it. Two balls, 1 strike now into Millen. Swing and a miss. 2-2, 1 out. 96 pitches thrown by Hamburg. A right-hander warming up in the pen for the Voyagers. 2-2 pitch in. With speed all around the base paths, Millen. Upstairs, 3-2. Patient as ever. The Range Riders have just 4 hits today, but 2 singles in this inning. That put Ashworth and McLaughlin on with no outs. Garner walked to join them. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. It is called strike 3. little bit surprised there to see that Millen didn't challenge that one. 3-2 count with one out. And you got 2 challenges remaining. Probably one where you like to use it there. 2 gone now. Let's see what Steele can do. He hit a grand slam on Friday night with the bases loaded. And that one's upstairs. Time called. It will be a disengagement from Hamburg. His final inning of work likely. 99 pitches thrown. And it's another ball upstairs. Now 100 for Hamburg. Bottom of the 4th inning. 2-0, 2 outs. 6-6 scoreline. The Range Riders stranded a ton of runners in week 1, despite having a very high offensive output. And that's ball 3 upstairs. Now they're 1 ball away from scoring the easy way. A bases loaded walk. Range Riders in week number 1, 3rd in the league in runs scored. And it's ball 4, and it is a 4-pitch walk to Jacob Steele. And I'd be shocked if we don't see a mound visit at least right now. But Hamburg, I mean, even that 3-2 pitch to Millen, called a punch out as Repay will come out and make the sign to the pen. Donovan Ratfield, Range Rider leader in batting average coming into the contest, but he is 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a pop out. Will be the first batter to see the new pitcher for the Voyagers. Range Riders leading now 7-6 after the Jacob Steele RBI. As it looks like Landon Smitty entering the contest. Smitty comes in over from the Joliet Slammers of the Frontier League. He's originally from Eastern Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee kid. 2nd pro year after, obviously, last year with Joliet. Smitty on the season, right in the middle of the pack in terms of ERA for this Great Falls squad with an 11.25. He does have one of the 2 winning decisions this year. 3 total appearances. This will be his 3rd, I should say. 4 innings pitched, 5 runs, all earned. He does have 5 walks to 3 strikeouts. Opposing batters hitting .375 against him. Donovan Ratfield, the first man he faces. Ratfield started his career at the JUCO level before heading to Gonzaga, finishing his career for the hometown Nevada Wolfpack for him. From Sparks, Nevada, which is a suburb, essentially, of Reno. Ratfield, one thing for him is just to start to get the total base number up. He just has 2 doubles, so there's only extra base hits on the year. And again, he really wants that home run, I'm sure of it. Range Riders, their 11th home run of the season earlier this game when Logan Beard breached the left field fence. Up comes Donovan Ratfield. Smitty, right-hander, 6 foot, 225 pounds, stands in on the far right side of the rubber into his windup to fire at home. First pitch is downstairs, and the count goes to 1-0. As of right now, the final line for This one hit through the right side. One home. J.D. McLaughlin gets a green light. The throw will come to the plate, and it is offline and cut off. 2 RBI single from Donovan Ratfield. It is 9-6 Range Riders. Great job. As that was actually Garner that ended up coming home, not McLaughlin. He scored on the run from third base. Garner was the one that needed to score from second. And Steele goes first to third. So now runners on the corners, 2 away. Up steps Tommy Rover. Switch hitter batting from the left side after he batted from the right side versus the starter Hamburg. Ball there, count goes to 1-1. Bluffed the bat, called a strike. Count goes to 0-1. Or, I mean, excuse me, 1-2. Ball, 2-2. Runner still on third. Two balls, 2 strikes, pitch in. It is called a ball. Barranca with 1 challenge in the back pocket. Oh, Nelly. He probably wished he had an extra one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner going from first in Ratfield, and it is ball 4 up high. Range Riders get another walk on a 92-mile-per-hour fastball. And Rover more than happy to not pull the trigger on any of those pitches. And the bases are stuffed once again, this time for Kyle Singer. Singer 0 for 1. Popped out to short, but also has a walk and a run scored. 9-6 scoreline. First pitch, a strike in. Swing and a miss by Singer. Count goes to 0-2. Oh, 2 out pitch with the bases loaded. Ball upstairs. Little outside as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. Bases stuffed. Steele on third, Ratfield on second, Rover on first. The 1-2 pitch home. Way in the dirt. Barranca had to block that cricket toss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one's called a strike 3. Singer holds back, and for the second time this inning, the Range Riders have opted not to challenge a pitch that punches them out with the bases loaded. Both times they would have won. We head to the 5th. It's 9-6 Range Riders.
At Johns Manville, it's always been about people, the people who design the systems, the people who build them, and the people who depend on them to perform every day. That's why we approach commercial roofing with care, collaboration, and respect for what's at stake. Because every roof protects more than a building. It protects people, livelihoods, and peace of mind. That's the responsibility we stand behind. Johns Manville Commercial Roofing Systems.
Welcome back in. Top of the 5th inning. Glacier Range Riders have a 9-6 lead as there's a called strike into Vincent Temesveri, who is 0 for 2, line out and a fly out. A lot of runs scored in the early going. Ball inside. Count goes to 1-1. Another ball, 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, no outs, top of the 5th. Swing and a foul ball. Ball upstairs. We go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes for the speedy Vincent Temesveri. Batting .368 coming in, but today 0 for 2. This one down the right field line. Working over and playing it off the base of the wall. Ashworth will fire towards second. It's a leadoff double for Temesveri. Offensive battle between these two thus far. Zach Longshore has just limited the free passes. First pitch is up and in. Count goes to 1-0. And a quick conversation coming as Will Oman is going to go out and chat with Longshore as well as the catcher in Ratfield. Still having a conversation right now. 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 5th inning. Range Riders with a 9-6 lead over the Voyagers. No outs after that leadoff double. Tommy Specht at the plate right now. Fly out to center and a strikeout swinging for him. One ball, no strikes, top of the 5th. Fouled off. Count goes to 1-1. 1-1 count. Specht swings and misses at it. Great block by Ratfield. Next pitch will be the 80th of the day for Longshore. And it's strike three. One out here, top of the 5th inning, as Specht goes down. Best offensive player coming in for this squad. But he's 0 for 3 against Longshore. As that one misses, and the count goes to 1-0 on Ethan Ott. Called strike, count goes to 1-1. Ball up and in, 2 balls, 1 strike. Two, 1, 1 out into Ott. There's a called strike, and the count goes to 2-2. Temisveri on second. He's been there since the double to lead off the frame. 9-6 Range Riders in the top of the 5th inning. That one misses down low. Good block by Ratfield. Temisveri will hold at second. And it's ball 4, a walk worked by Ott. Manacero steps up to the plate. Manacero a single into left. He sees a ball down low, and the count goes to 1-0. Range Riders have a right-hander warming up in the pen. And another ball, 2-0. That one back to the zone. Ball up high. 3 balls and 1 strike. And a foul scrape. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 5th inning, 9-6 Range Riders. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 5th inning. Runners on first and second. Big AB, Longshore versus Manacero. Called, strike 3. Manacero tried to sell it, but as he was walking down to first, Tony Prater punched him out. 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Runners are going. That falls in the dirt. And Temisveri and Ott each move up 90 feet. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Popped up. Will it stay in play? Garner looking up at it. And no, it will not. Count goes to 1-1. Nine-6 scoreline here, top of the 5th inning. Range Riders currently lead the Voyagers. There's a ball called. This one tapped foul down the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. 9-6 Range Riders lead. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties. Unable to get you the camera angles right now. We are still working on it. I'm trying to do my best to work on it with some of the technology in front of me and still call this game for you. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, top of the 5th. 3-run lead for the Range Riders. Fouled up and out of play. We play on as Longshore tries to get through 5 innings of work here, but he's got 2 in scoring position. Big pitch here to decide how well his outing truly feels. If you go through 5 and allow 6, you feel okay because your offense has the 9 up there. But a base knock that scores 2 could feel really tough. Called, strike 3. Schmack struck out, and that's how the top of the 5th ends. Longshore, not his best start, and he knows it, but he's fired up to get out of the jam. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It is 9-6 Range Riders.
Range Riders fans, Glacier Bank Park offers a variety of suites to accommodate groups of all sizes, from small gatherings to parties of up to 65 people. The balcony views and exclusive services create a premium experience for celebrations, reunions, and outings of all kinds. Enjoy the convenience and comfort of your private space, breathtaking Montana scenery, and high-level action on the field, while our dedicated hospitality team creates an unforgettable experience for you and your family, friends, or business associates.
When injuries occur, it can feel like your goals are out of reach. I'm Dr. Karen Purser, an orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist at Logan Health. If you injure a joint, muscle, or bone, our orthopedics and sports medicine specialists are here to help. Our highly specialized surgeons, clinicians, and physical therapists offer innovative treatments and the latest minimally invasive procedures to help you recover and return to activity faster and stronger so that you can reach your goal.
Welcome to Magoo & Company, a third-generation family-owned business nestled in the heart of downtown Whitefish. We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
Welcome back. It's the bottom of the 5th inning. Glacier Range Riders lead by a score of 9-6 here. It's 9-1 and 2-2 up. Kyle Ashworth to start it. Followed by McLaughlin and Beard. Landon Smitty out for his first full inning of work after he got the final out of the last frame. We do have a final line for starting pitcher Jordan Hamburg, as this one's fouled off. Hamburg, 3 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, which, great number. If you go that far, you're thinking great things. The problem is 7 walks and a hit by pitch. So it ended up being 9 earned runs against Hamburg. Opposing batting average against him, only 267. 0-1, No out pitch into Ashworth. Skipping downstairs. Count goes to 1-1. Another one skipping in. 2 balls, 1 strike. And a half swing went through on that one. Count goes to 2-2. Two pitch downstairs. Count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two, no outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Ashworth 2 for 2 today, a 3 RBI double, and a single he later scored last inning. 3-2, pitch in here in the bottom of the 5th in a 9-6 Range Rider lead. Ball upstairs, and Ashworth walks to lead the inning. The Range Riders collect walks for fun. It is insane. 9 walks and a hit by pitch today. They also strike out a fair amount. Hamburg had 6. Smitty has 1, so that's 7 strikeouts. But if your walk number is above your strikeout number, you're feeling really good as a ball club. Ball up and away. Count goes to 1-0. Ashworth a threat to steal on first. He's got good speed. 1 ball, no strikes, bottom of the 5th inning. 9-6 Range Riders. Swung on down the right field line. Will it stay fair? No, just to the right of the foul line. Have a great view of that one from up my booth here, and just saw it bending just foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, bottom of the 5th inning. 9-6 Range Rider lead. One pitch into JD. Swings on that one, fouls it up as well. Count goes to 1-2 on the Range Rider center fielder. Just about 2 minutes or 2 hours played here in the Flathead Valley. Opening day at Glacier Bank Park here, the home of the Range Riders. 5th opening day in franchise history to start off season 5 here. 1-2, misses low and away. Barranca doesn't know where it is, and Ashworth says, okay, if you're giving me second, I'll take second. Wild pitcher, a pass ball to reach Ashworth to second. If you're wondering the difference there, it's basically whose fault is it? If it's the pitcher's fault, it's a wild pitch. If it's the catcher's fault, it's a pass ball. That one's kind of mixed because if it hits the ground, it automatically becomes a wild pitch. So if that one hit the glove of Barranca first, as there's a swing and a miss and a strikeout from McLaughlin, 1 gone, bottom of the 5th, runner on second. If that one hit the glove of Barranca before it hit the ground, then it is probably a pass ball. But if it hit the dirt first, even though Barranca didn't know where it was, it goes down as a wild pitch just because the catcher's not expected to make a play on something in the dirt. As Beard swings on this one to left field. He's already gone yard once, and now the catch is made in center. Ho, ho, ho. Logan Beard put a ride on it. That one was further than his home run, 392 feet. But it hung up there, and the wind batted it down. That's a tough one for Logan Beard to swallow. And with 2 outs, Carson Garner makes his way to the plate. Ashworth gets to third. Garner 0 for 1, does have 2 walks. And this one, a 1-hopper over to short, good field. by Cruz over there, and the throw to first is on target and in time. We head to the 6th inning of play. It is 9-6 Range Riders. Welcome back into the broadcast booth. Scott Gladstone with you, as alongside a new guest, a special guest. This is Lauren Hill alongside me. Lauren, how are we doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Scott?
I'm living life. I am still trying to figure out how we can get some video on the stream, but unfortunately, as of right now, technical difficulties on opening day. They're going to be what they're going to be, as that's a swing through. New pitcher into the contest for the Range Riders. It is Alex Bustamante, who is up 0-2 in the count pretty quickly. Zach Longshore's day is done. 5 innings of work. He is in line for the winning decision if the Range Riders do hold on to this one. Ball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, top of the 6th. Lauren Hill, our new Ed Stadium host for 2026, joining me up in the booth. Okay, first impressions of game day. How's the energy down on the concourse?
Oh, it's fabulous. Everybody is in such a great mood. Everybody's smiling,
this
asking me if...
Out to left field, Ashworth scratch that Millen, tracking back, and he makes the grab for out number 1. Please continue.
Asking me if I'm having a great time, and the immediate response is, I am. Are you? Everybody should be having a good time. A little bit of drizzle, and that's all we've had, thankfully.
Yeah, we had some loud thunder and lightning kind of this late afternoon. But fans, if you aren't from here, if you haven't been to the stadium, artificial turf, as Antonio Bronco swings through that one. That one should be called a strike. Home plate umpire doesn't need to ask down to first. Count goes to 0-1. But artificial turf drains great, so don't worry about rain pregame. Obviously, we do have to stop if there is lightning for safety purposes. As the 0-1 comes in, makes it 0-2 on a foul ball. But if there's no thunder or lightning in the area, and the rain is passed, you wouldn't even know that it rained here a couple hours ago, as hard as it did.
Doesn't look like it at all, except for maybe some of the asphalt. But other than that,
yeah, a little moisture maybe on the concrete or the seats. As the 0-2 is swung on and missed, Bustamante sends down Barranca, and there is 2 gone in the top of the 6th inning. In general, you're originally from Georgia, Lauren, and Atlanta proper. Let's be specific about that. 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. In general, obviously, you drove up here a few weeks ago.
Yes.
First time in Montana, I believe.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What are your impressions of being in the state? Because a lot of these players, as this one swung on a miss, are going through the same thing you are, where they maybe didn't expect to end up in Montana over the summer, and here they are. And so take us through kind of that mindset of driving in, and especially coming into this valley. Obviously, a long drive, which many of these guys, the guys that drove out, like had a similarly long drive. So maybe tired, but still, how's the aura of the beauty?
32 hours in a car with your mother over Mother's Day weekend is definitely good bonding. But I would say being from a state that doesn't have a singular national park and then moving up here, and it's literally looks like you're in a slice of heaven up here, is fantastic. It's beautiful. You go to your car in the morning and it's immediate, wow, that looks like a desktop wallpaper, it really is beautiful, and I've seen nothing like it. And I will say, we're talking about the weather. I've never seen horizontal lightning, and I saw that earlier today.
Okay.
So
something new to check off the
bucket
list of
seeing.
2-2. Ball outside on an 0-2 pitch. Bustamante and Ratfield thought they had the punch out, and it was darn close. Counts now worked full by Anthony Swenda, who is 0 for 2 up at the plate. Strikeout and a pop out here for Swenda. And it's ball 4. Oh, that's a tough turn for Bustamante, who pretty much had the Range Riders out of that inning. And no challenge from the Range Riders. They've not challenged once this game. And that one might have been one. Well, I mean, it did. It cost the Range Riders a 1-2-3 inning here. It is 9-6 Range Riders, top of the 6th inning. This one hit on the ground and threw up the middle for a base knock. Swenda will hold at second base. In general, obviously, this is kind of your first time getting down to work in the kind of player area, I guess, and get to interact with these guys during a game. Obviously, you got to interact with them on media day, sit down a lot with them. What's your first kind of vibe of getting to know the guys on this Glacier Range Rider squad?
They seem to be in good spirits. Obviously, we just came home from a road trip winning 5-1 on the series, in the games in general, all 6. So the chemistry there really is good. As for chemistry in the dugout that I've been able to see on that third base line, they're giggling. They're having fun in there, which is a good thing. Nothing but good vibes. That's a good thing.
2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Count goes to 1-0. I remember, I think at some point we were talking about it, and we were like, oh, yeah, we got to make sure to plug fireworks on opening day. And I think that was the first time you heard that there were fireworks on opening day.
Yes, I did not know that.
Most of your work before this, as this one's fouled off, count goes to 1-1 on Temis Very at the plate. Runners on first and second for the Voyagers. Most of your work before this was in hockey.
Yes, indoors.
You can't get fireworks in hockey.
No, sir. No.
How excited are you for fireworks, Preston?
I'm ecstatic, and that word was also used earlier today to describe how I feel about opening day, and I'm just going to keep using it because ecstatic is how I feel.
It's a hit by pitch. Range Rider fans probably not so ecstatic about seeing that, as the bases will be loaded for Tommy Specht, who was 0 for 3 against Longshore, and now he is happy to see a new arm come in there. Swenda at third, Redahan at second, Temis Very at first for Tommy Specht, who came in with the top batting average on the team, 421, a home run and 4 RBIs. Big at bat here with 2 outs. First pitch in from Bustamante. Hit, and it is a fair ball. They'll flip it to Bustamante, and he gets it. It went over the bag where Garner dangled it and flipped it underhand to his pitcher. We'll be right back. Range Riders strand them loaded. Get out of the jam. And the Range Riders back to bat in the bottom of the 6th.
Glacier Bank Park is just so beautiful. The absolutely stunning views, the facility that we have. We're just very fortunate.
Welcome back. Sky Gladstone and Lauren Hill here as Jake Millen steps up to the plate. It is the bottom of the 6th inning, Range Rider half of the 6th inning. And since we got Lauren up here, we are going to do life's important questions, which is when we ask the questions that aren't really that important.
Yeah, they are. They make you think.
They make you ponder, you know. Jake Millen to the plate to face off against Landon Smitty here. Really, the hope is to spark a rally with some life's important questions as there's a ball low and away, and the count goes to 1-0. Okay, this life's important questions. Is it ever okay to re-gift something? As the 1-0 pitch comes in, and that's downstairs, 2-0.
Do I just answer off the rip, or we just...
Well, you can process it however you want.
It?
Usually, PK's strategy was answer it immediately, and then even though he might think of reasons to counteract what he originally answered, he would just stay with it like his life depended on it. That would be the hill he was dying on.
Yeah, you know, I sent this live stream to every single family member that I have.
So you're going to get exposed if you have re-gifted.
Go a certain way in answering this. But no, morally, my mother raised me correctly. She'll laugh at that, hearing that. No, I don't think you should re-gift. And whenever you do open a gift, you act like it is the best thing you have ever received, whether or not you like it or not.
2 balls, 1 strike. Millen off the glove of the second baseman, Redahan, who went sky high to grab that one. And he probably saved at least a double or a triple by knocking it down, but it's still a heat rocket over there. 90 miles per hour just over Redahan. Single for Millen, and up comes Jacob Steele, who has a hit by pitch and a walk today. I'm going back to the life's important questions here. 9-6 Range Rider lead here, bottom of the 6th inning, no outs, runner on first and Millen. Jacob Steele to the plate. I think that, as this one could be a double play ball, flip for one. Oh, no, he never got it. Oh, they're saying that he lost it on the transition, which is not what the umpires in Billings thought of a very similar play on Saturday night. Okay, well, I'm just going to let that one be. They're saying he lost that one on transition when... All right, just going to talk about re-gifting to distract myself from that call. 1 out as Donovan Ratfield steps up. 2 RBI single for him last time. 9-6 Range Rider lead. I do think it's okay. I think you got to make sure to cover your bases, though. But if you're genuinely not going to wear it, use it, whatever, and you do genuinely think somebody else is going to, like, I'm not a hat guy. Like, I just don't wear hats. My head's too big. It looks weird, whatever. But, so if I get a hat that I'm like, oh, this is a nice hat. I would wear this if I could rock a hat. Then, and I have a buddy that I know would wear the hat and rock the heck out of it, then I'm going to give it to them.
That's fair.
You know, because it's wasteful. Like, if I'm not going to use it, well, it either sits somewhere and takes up space, or it goes in the trash, and then my friend doesn't get to rock that hat. I do think you should cover your bases, or just straight up admit you're regifting and be like, yeah, I got that for my cousin, and I thought you'd like it. And you just got to be transparent with it, or you got to make sure that there's no way that they can track where that gift went.
There's no way it says to Scott on it.
Yeah. Take the tag off. As the count goes to 3-1.
That's fair. I think if you cover your bases well and you make sure that the person that is receiving said re-gift doesn't know, and they're not offended by it, then I think you're okay.
Ooh, that's a called ball, just at the bottom of the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first. 9-6 Range Rider lead here. The awkward moment that I've been a part of in terms of gifting, as that's a ball low and away. Ratfield works a walk, and there's 2 on with 1 out. Up comes Tommy Rover. I remember, it was however long ago, a boss-type figure gave out a similar gift to a lot of people at my workplace. And then, like, a couple days later, at like kind of a different workplace function, there was a white elephant. Have you ever done the white elephant?
Yeah.
And somebody put that was the gift at the white elephant party when the boss was there. So the boss knew that was his gift, that somebody, but it was anonymous, you know, because you wouldn't know who put their, and so, but it was like a little waffle maker. It wasn't, I mean, I got the gift and I was like, I don't think I'm going to use this actually as a little, you know, baby waffle maker that, you know, was probably just wholesale bought to give out to all the employees. It was not with the Range Riders, so to be clear, it was not with the Range Riders. I want to previous place of employment. 1-0, 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Runners at first and second. I think one of the skills that I lack tremendously is selling that I like a gift when I didn't. Even gifts I like. I'm just not good at being like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like.
Wow, great. Thanks.
I mean, yeah, even once I'm like, oh, man, this is awesome. I'll use it. Like, that's what I say.
Yeah.
And I think people want a little more out of me. And, you know.
Yeah. I think also my first
Rover broken bat floated to first. And I'll grab it for out number 3. Finish your story real quick.
My first initial thought when you asked that question was the empath in me, and I hate to say that, but immediately is I feel bad if someone knows that I re-gift something.
Yeah, it's tough.
You know?
Well, Lauren, thanks for joining us. A double play ends the inning, so you got to go down and sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" with the mascot soon. So, thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll talk to you later in a post game.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Range Riders lead 9-6 as we head to the 7th.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nate Fogel. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and hand specialist here at Logan Health. Repetitive actions can lead to a condition called carpal tunnel. Left untreated, these symptoms can interfere with your daily life. Our fellowship-trained hand surgeons offer Here's to getting a grip on life.
Top of the 7th inning here. The Glacier Range Riders lead the Great Falls Voyagers by a score of 9-6. Apologies for the lack of video here. Called strike in there. Bustamante out for his 2nd inning of work. Really, he basically had performed a 1-2-3 inning, and then an 0-2 pitch that just sliced the zone was called a ball and led to a walk and yada, yada, yada. This one just is beyond steal and a leadoff single by Ethan Ott. Up steps Anthony Manacero. Manacero, 2 strikeouts and a single. And the first pitch is a called strike. 0-1 count, no outs. Top of the 7th inning. Range Riders lead by 3 here at Glacier Bank Park, trying to start their home slate 1-0. Haven't looked around the PBL at all. As a throw over to first, not in time. 0-1 count, runners going, and it's a foul scrape. No, it's a hit by pitch, they say. Manacero is saying, wait a minute. That hit me, and he's still feeling the pain from it. Count goes to 0-2. If it hits your bat before it hits your fingers, it is a foul ball. But if it hits the fingers first, then it's a hit by pitch. Interesting call here because Ott goes to second. He tried to steal the bag. And the umpires are discussing right now. I thought I heard it hit bat. That's the thing. So we got enough of that lumber. And they are saying foul ball. And that means Ott has to go back to first. So Manacero can be hit on the fingers by it and still it be a foul ball. That's the clear thing to make here. 0-2 count, no outs, top of the 7th inning. Ott remains on first base. This Voyager squad loves to run. They've also been caught a ton when they run. 0-2 pitch coming in. Swing and a miss as Manacero turned down via the K. Kyle Schmack stepping to the plate. Schmack is 1 for 3. He struck out looking his last time up. Range Riders with a 3-run lead here, top of the 7th inning, trying to win on opening night. Count is 0-2 right now on Schmack. Still trying to bring you this video up. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 7th inning. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners going to second. And just beyond the throw. I think the throw beat him there. But just not grabbed clean by Jacob Steele. And it is overturned to a strike. Pitch was in the zone there. And the Range Riders still have 2 challenges remaining. So Ott gets the stolen base, and he has to go back, actually. Wow, that is tough. So Ott has to go back to first. He got a successful stolen base. As that misses downstairs, count goes to 1-0. I wonder if he would have been thrown out at second, what would have happened if that would have stood. And it would have turned into a strike him out, throw him out on the challenge. That would have been kind of crazy. 1-0. Hits the zone. It's 1-1. We'll do 1-1 into Trey Cruz from Alex Bustamante. Bustamante 1 2/3 scoreless on Sunday afternoon. He's been a great option out of the pen. Runners going. Foul ball into the lower body of Cruz. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. 9-6 Range Riders lead. Two-out pitch coming in to Trey Cruz, the shortstop. A 1-2 count. Big decision here about how this AB is going to go. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. The 1-2 pitch. On the ground. Knocked down by Bustamante, and everybody's going to reach. That's a brutal one. Bustamante had it, man. Got an easy play, not an easy play up the middle, but a slow roller up the middle that maybe if it got through, Beard or Steele would have been able to easily tap the bag and end the frame. Instead, works out as a single off of Bustamante. And with 2 outs, up steps Antonio Barranca, who had a 2-run blast all the way back in the 2nd inning. Two outs, runners on 1st and 2nd. For the Voyagers, down by 3. Pitch in, and it's a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Barranca coming into the day was 188 batting average, 1 home run now, and 5 RBIs. Since that home run, he has a hit by pitch and a strikeout. 0-1. Outside, count goes to 1-1. Ott on 2nd. Tried long enough to get there and eventually does. There's a called ball. Count goes to 2-1. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Runners on 1st and 2nd. 9-6 Range Rider lead. Ott on 2nd. Cruz on 1st. The pitch in. Swing and a miss. He was late to it. 93 on the gun from Bustamante. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Swung on out to shallow center field, and it is down for a hit. J.D. McLaughlin throws over to 3rd. It's an RBI single for Antonio Barranca, and the score goes to 9-7. Trey Cruz goes 1st to 3rd, and the tying run is now on the base paths for Glacier. Anthony Swenda, the number 9 batter in the lineup, stepping up to the plate now. 9-7 scoreline. Swenda is 0 for 2. He has himself a walk, coming in with a batting average 267 is Swenda. First pitch in on the ground towards short. Steele fields and throws. Oh my goodness! Jacob Steele with an incredible play deep in the hole. A 6-3 put out to the elation of the Flathead faithful. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Range Riders lead 9-7. Welcome back in. Bottom of the 7th inning. 9-7. Range Riders lead the Voyagers. As Yumir Sepulveda steps into the contest. Kyle Singer now steps to the plate. Swing and a miss by Singer. Count goes to 0-1. The 0-1 is a called strike. Count goes to 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Singer turned down on strikes. And up steps Kyle Ashworth. Yumir Sepulveda on the season. Sepulveda has an 18 ERA. 3 innings, now 3 1/3. 6 runs all earned against him. Just 1 strikeout for Sepulveda to 4 walks. First pitch is in the zone on Kyle Ashworth. What a day for Ash. Double, a single, and a walk. Range Riders would love some insurance here, though, in the late going. Count goes to 1-1. Range Riders got a Pitcher of the Week performance in Week 1. Jonah Giblin named to the Pitcher of the Week. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Foul ball. Count goes to 1-2. One, 2, 1 out. First time checking in on the scores around the league. Kind of interesting to see how things look around the PBL. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Already got a final from Ogden, as this one's hit fair down the first base side. Fielded and a quick flip. I don't think that was necessary from Ott, but technically it goes down to the 3-1 put out rather than anything different. And up steps J.D. McLaughlin. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. 9-7. Range Riders lead. Bases empty right now for McLaughlin versus Yumir Sepulveda. Sepulveda fires this one, and it's a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Ogden beats Missoula 9-3. That game already final from Utah. Home opener for the Raptors. Billings is up 16-3 on the Chuckers. Oh, Nelly. That Chucker squad, they got a lot of figuring out to do. Boise up 2-1 on Modesto. Yuba Sutter up 8-3 on the Red Pocket Mobiles. And the Oakland Ballers trailing the Long Beach Coast 4-2. One pitch is cut on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. Eye contact warning being issued by our home plate umpire, Tony Brady. One-two pitch. Ball outside. Quite a bit outside, even though Sepulveda wanted it. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Lifted foul. We'll do 2-2 once more. Two-out pitch once again coming in to McLaughlin from Sepulveda. Low and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. JD today is 1 for 2. He has 2 walks. as well as a single. Scored twice. 3 balls, 2 strike pitch into JD. Tapper, this is a great job by JD just to extend this inning after a 3-pitch strikeout of Singer. And then Ashworth grounded out on 4 pitches. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Once again from Sepulveda into McLaughlin. On the ground towards third. Going to need a decent throw from Swenda. The throw in there is not. Ooh. That one determined to be in time against J.D. McLaughlin, which looked like he was already past the bag when that ball got in. We head to the 8th. It is 9-7 Glacier.
We offer a dazzling array of diamonds, ethically sourced Montana sapphires, and captivating custom designs that capture the essence of Montana's natural beauty. From jewelry design and appraisals to cleaning, repairs, and gemologist consulting, your satisfaction is our priority. Experience the magic of Magoo & Company and discover the perfect piece to celebrate life's special moments.
9-7 Range Rider lead here in the top of the 8th inning. It's Jacob Hasty into the contest. Hasty will come in to try and simmer these bats. A lot of lefties in the lineup, so starting with Aiden Redahan, trying to take care of business. Redahan 3 for 4, ground out on his first time, but since then he's gotten 2 infield singles and a base knock to center. Range Riders being out-hit 12-6 in this game, but somehow a 2-run lead here thanks to walks and a couple big hits. Swung on, Tapper over the head, and another, whoa, safe at first. Ooh. Redahan beats it out, another infield single for him. The bread and butter from Redahan. Just made contact with it. And there's a decent chance he's safe, and that one just awkward for Hasty, trying to reach up and grab it. Got exactly what he wanted, weak contact. Came off the bat of Redahan, just 60 miles per hour, but spiked it into the turf up and over Hasty. And now Redahan probably will run to second pretty soon here. Square and a bunt, pulls it back. Does Tennis Ferry. One out count, no outs, top of the 8th inning. Square and a bunt again is Tennis Ferry. This time it's called a ball, even though it went very much in the zone. Donovan Ratfield saying he challenged it. He's saying he tapped his forehead. And Tony Prainer didn't see it. And they're not going to give it to him? Wow. The entirety of that ball was in the strike zone. And Prater didn't want to grant the challenge, so it's 2-0. And I say that not out of opinion, but out of the fact that that's actually what it was. Looking at the call on it. Rover crashes and throws this one to first. It's a sacrifice bunt to get Redahan to second. And some small ball to try and get one, at least, and cut into this big lead. And the big is not that big for the Range Riders. 9-7 score line, top of the 8th inning, 1 out, Redahan on second. Trying to do my best to paint the picture for you with our actual pictures here on YouTube going out. 1 out, top of the 8th inning. Sidewinder warming up in the pen for Great Falls as the pitch for Hasty is up high. Count goes to 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, top of the 8th inning, runner on second. In the zone. 90 miles per hour across the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Billings now has a 19-3 lead over Idaho Falls. That Billings offense is very good. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2 on Specht, who is 0 for 4 right now with 2 strikeouts and a fly out, as well as a ground out. Boise up 5-1 on Modesto. Modesto, the only undefeated remaining in the PBL. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on second in Redahan. Nearly pops the rib cage of Specht. Tommy Specht, let's look through this batting order. He is one of 2 players that does not have a hit today. Swenda, the other one. Team leader in batting average coming in. You got to think he's due. 2-2 pitch. And yes, he is. This is a fair ball down the right field line. It is extra bases for Specht. And he will hold. No, he'll go to third. The throw comes in. And it's safe at third. RBI triple from Tommy Specht. And it is a 1-run game with the tying run 90 feet away. Fans didn't like the call there. Doesn't matter. As Ethan Ott will have a chance to change the trajectory of this contest. For Jacob Hasty, that brings to a close the run of 23 straight appearances in which he has not given up an earned run for the Glacier Range Riders. And go figure, I do the math and figure out how many straight appearances it's been. I made sure he was out of the game last time when I mentioned it. And of course, the next appearance, the streak snapped. This one hit towards second. Jacob Steele will have an easy play with the infield in, and that is exactly what they didn't want if you are the Voyagers. A routine grounder to Steele playing in, and Specht has to stay at third. Anthony Manacero now will have the chance, a single and 3 strikeouts for Manacero. Range Riders will send up Logan Beard, Carson Garner, and Jake Millen. Coming off a 1-2-3 inning. The inning before that, there's a double play to end the frame. Offense has not looked great the last couple innings as there's a called strike into Manacero. Manacero, product out of Staten Island, New York in his rookie season. 0-1 count, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Final attendance for tonight as this one hit to right field. Ashworth backing up, gets to the fringes of the wall and makes the grab for out number 3. So Hasty's run of 23 games in a row without an earned run comes to an end, but the Range Riders do strand the tying run on third and head to the bottom of the 8th. It's 2-3 and 4, 2 up for Glacier. Bottom of the 8th inning here. The Glacier Range Riders currently lead the Great Falls Voyagers 9-8. At the ballpark, due up, it will be 6, 7, and 8 in the 9th inning for the Voyagers, Schmack, Cruz, and Barranca. But for the Range Riders right now, trying to get some insurance, Beard, Garner, and Miller. Emir Sepulveda out for another inning of work. As Beard sends this one sky high to center. And playable for Temis Ferry. One gone. One out, bottom of the 8th inning. Called strike into Carson Garner, who's over 2 today. Does have 2 walks, Carson. Garner sends this one sky high into left field. Moving over towards the foul line and making the grab is Manacero. And there's 2 gone pretty quickly. Jake Millen now to the dish. Two outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Millen is 1 for 4, a single his last time up. That broke up a streak of 3 straight strikeouts for the Range Rider left fielder. Batting from the left-handed batter's box once again, and seeing that as a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Warm-ups going on in the pen for a right-hander for Glacier. 0-1, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch in to Millen. Ball outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 out pitch. And another one that misses. It's 2-2. Range Riders have 2 challenges remaining. They'll likely save those for the 9th, I guess. Unless something obviously gets challenged here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Millen punched, and we head to the 9th. Last chance for the Voyagers, as we will see a very exciting top of the 9th. Welcome back in. Sky Gladstone with you as the Glacier Range Riders try and finish this one off. It's Jack Maruskin to try and kill the game, a flame-throwing right-hander out of Frederick, Maryland. First pitch was a ball. Count goes to 1-0. No outs as this one's a strike, and the count goes to 1-1. One ball, one strike in a 9-8 game here, top of the 9th inning. This one a swing and a miss, and count goes to 1-2. One ball, two strikes, the pitch in, called strike three. One out as Trey Cruz steps to the plate. 9-8 Range Rider lead, top of the 9th inning here, trying to start the home slate 1-0. And he hits Trey Cruz. That was 95. Does not feel good. Tying run on first base now with good speed from Trey Cruz. First pitch into Antonio Barranca now. As he will take it, low and away. Count goes to 1-0. Pickoff attempt over to first to keep Cruz honest. Cruz has good wheels over there. One of 5 players to have a stolen base today. And funny enough, Cruz is not one of them. But there are 5 stolen bases for the Voyagers. Don't want to get caught, though. And he's running. Throw up high. The throw into second. And he got him. Donovan Ratfield says, test me. Tag applied perfectly by Steele, and there's 2 gone just like that. Foul ball. Make the count 2-1. Bluff of the bat. Did he go? No. 3-1 goes the count. The aggressiveness on the base paths have been aplenty from these Great Falls Voyagers. They have had 15 steals coming into this game, but have also been caught 7 times coming into this game, and they've been caught 3 times in this game by Donovan Ratfield. 5 stolen bases is great, but is it worth the 3 caught stealing? That's the question, and only you can answer it. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 9th inning. Steele into, Maruskin into Barranca. It's a called strike, and the Range Riders have the Voyagers down to their final strike, and it's Antonio Barranca, a former Glacier catcher, that stands in the way. 3-2 pitch, 2 outs, Maruskin into Barranca. Fired home, and it is called a ball. Just high and away. We'll play on a little bit further as Anthony Swenda steps up. Pinch runner over at first. As Dylan Wannett goes over there to pinch run. Will they try it again? Not on that one. I'm assuming it's a courtesy runner, essentially, meaning if we have a bottom of the ninth, then it will be Barranca back in to catch. 2 outs, top of the ninth inning. Voyagers down to their last out, and it's Swenda now standing in the way. Pitch is in the zone for a called strike. Dead center, 83-mile-per-hour off speed. 0-1 count, 2 outs, top of the ninth, 9-8. One swing of the bat, this game could be over, or the lead could shift. Wannett will try the steal, and a swing and a miss. Goes into the dirt, the ball, so the stolen base will be successful. 0-2 count, 2 outs, but Wannett in scoring position now. Wannett, this is only his second game played. He had a start over the weekend. The rookie out of Erskine College. 0-2, 2-out pitch coming in from Ruskin to Swenda. Fired home by the right-hander. Swing and a miss! Range Riders win! Jack Maruskin finishes off the save. And Glacier starts their home campaign 1-0, and they start the season 6-1. They continue the best start in franchise history. 96 miles per hour offered, fairly middle. Swenda couldn't do anything about it. We will have a interview down on the field with our in-stadium reporter who joined me in the booth earlier, Lauren Hill. She's going to be pulling Logan Beard out of the tunnel there. And we'll wait to send it down to her. She's in with Logan Beard, who had a 3-run home run earlier today. Don't worry, we got fireworks post-game too, if you're in the stadium.
Turner, what's the feeling like rounding those bases, knowing your input put the team ahead?
Yeah, you know, it's awesome out here in front of this great crowd that we got in day one. I love to see all the fans supporting. Got to shout out my guy Ash. He had the big 3 RBI double in front of that, so that was huge.
And as a returner, is there anything you've been instilling in the locker room, boosting morale more than that 6-1 start that we just added to?
Yeah, you know, we're just trying to get the momentum and keep rolling with it, you know. I mean, we're playing good ball, no need to change anything.
All right, and opening day here in Glacier Bank Park, how awesome is it to be here starting the Homestead off with a win?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, starting off with a win in front of this great crowd, it's been a fun day.
All right, thank you, Logan.
Thank you.
That's Lauren Hill with Logan Beard, who had a 3-run blast earlier in this contest to help win the game. They needed every run that came. The Range Riders did, including that one. Big blast by the Range Rider second baseman. Of course, he shouted out Ashworth as well, who came up clutch himself. Range Riders, big victory here. I'm just going to wrap it up now, especially because we don't got any visuals for you, which, again, we will be working as hard as we can to make sure that our stream is solid tomorrow. We apologize for not being able to present the visuals to you today. The winning pitcher is Zach Longshore. He will go to 2-0 in his professional career. Losing pitcher is Jordan Hamburg. All 9 runs came against him. The save goes to Maruskin with 2 strikeouts in his 1 inning of work. Range Riders, a fun victory here to start things off at Glacier Bank Park. 14 hits by Great Falls, and there is 6 by the Range Riders. Crazy to be out hit like that and still be able to come up with the victory here. But the Range Riders feeling good. A win's a win, and they will certainly take it. Fireworks coming up shortly here, so because they're going to stain into my broadcast, I'm just going to get you a quick look around the league scoreboard and bid you adieu. Range Riders with their win, and Modesto, the only other undefeated, right now down by 2 in the bottom of the 7th to the Boise Hawks. It's 5-3 Hawks leading the Roadsters. So that game, if the result holds, Range Riders will be tied for first place in the PBL. Billings, 19-3 over Idaho Falls. Oh, Nelly, that Chucker squad is going to have some soul searching to do after that Mustangs beat down. That's occurring. Yuba Sutter is up 11-3 on the Red Pocket Mobiles, and the Long Beach Coast lead the Oakland Ballers 5-2. Other final score already, Ogden beat Missoula 9-3. That is all our final scores. Range Riders, at the very least, will be in sole possession of second place. At very best, will be tied for first in the league after a win over the Great Falls Voyagers. Back at it tomorrow night. We'll come at you on the broadcast, 6:25 p.m. right here. Do not touch that dial. Should be the same place you found us tonight, and hopefully we'll get it figured out in terms of the video portion of the stream. Until tomorrow night, we hope you have a great rest of your evening. Range Riders win 9-8. Please stay safe out there.
Need a space that offers both a place to dine and an area to mingle in style? Book the Hideaway and Corner Suite at Glacier Bank Park. You and up to 50 guests will enjoy full catering services in the Hideaway.